For 86, they were live in 85, Dire Straits.
We got to install microwave oven. Private investigations. Don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band.
Dire Straits in concert on Channel 4.
And a complete change of mood next on For Tonight with our film, a light-hearted wartime thriller set in Ireland and starring Deborah Kerr as a young girl engaged in nefarious activities that are decidedly anti-British. That is despite the attentions of a keen young British naval officer, played by Trevor Howard. I See a Dark Stranger begins in just a couple of minutes.
For 86, be prepared to... A spine-tingling season to stun the emotions with women in uncontrolled hysteria. Men driven insane by potent drugs.
Rats down. Millions of them.
Feats of astonishing bravery. Scientists with strange foreign accents.
And at midnight, we bolt all doors and darken the entire house.
And horses molested? But while science works frantically, while a loved one waits and hopes, we plunge you into a fear-charged journey of unreality.
You're watching Channel 4.
Tonight, we continue our season of films celebrating the work of Frank Launder and Sidney Gilliat with a lively and entertaining comedy thriller, I See a Dark Stranger.
This was, if you remember, an original story of ours with Wolfgang Wilhelm, the writer, which we wrote while cycling up and down the hills of Devon, shouting ideas to each other, and staying at a small hotel where they only had lamb.
Or mutton.
Or mutton on the menu. So they must have had some very elastic ration books.
Well,
because it was just after the war.
That was an advantage.
But then we made the film mostly in Ireland. I went to Ireland well, before pre-production, to set up things in Ireland, I remember, and I suddenly realised that the script had to be passed by their Ministry of Information, because, and that was a bit doubtful, because we were certainly on thin ice, because it was all about a girl, played by Deborah Kerr, who was an Irish girl who was ended up spying for the Germans. So I thought, well, now we're in trouble. So I went to lunch at Jammy's, which was the only good restaurant in Dublin at the time, and had lunch with the minister himself and an actor, an Irish actor called Liam Redmond. And nobody asked me anything about the script there. And the old minister then said to Liam, "Can you recite me that poem from Patrick Pearse," says Liam, and when he was in prison looking out of the pigeon. And Liam, who had a nice, soft West of Ireland voice, he then recited this poem. And then the minister said, "Is this script all right with you, Liam?" Liam said, "Yes, it's fine." He was going to have a part in it anyway. And so it passed, and nobody said anything more about it, and we went on and made the film.
But the funeral in Ireland, do you remember the mock funeral?
Oh, that's we had some fun with that. I remember you in a carriage when you're talking to the ploughboy poet, wasn't it?
Oh, Patrick Kavanagh, the poet.
Kavanagh.
Well, there were only room for 4, and it was raining, which is why we were in the funeral coaches, and we were playing poker.
And I say we gave the order for action, and all these carriages took off, and Sydney went tearing down the road.
Still playing poker.
It was fairly chaotic.
Very chaotic indeed.